Today's video is a little bit different than my normal videos. I usually do art videos and art tutorials and sharing my art process on YouTube. But for some reason, I just feel like talking about this abnormal need for perfection in the online world. Also, how challenging it is to be on social media when you're trying to embrace your imperfect art. I'm seeing it everywhere, this need for perfection across the board. Where is all the ugly art gone? Like, where is the ugly art, the bad art, the unique art, the wonky art? Why are we so afraid to share our bad art? I'm so confused by that because ugly art can be amazing, and a lot of times if you go into museums, it's not the perfect art that speaks to you. It's not the most amazing art that's like touching your soul. It's the weird art. Like, do we all want to create art that's exactly the same and be uniform? Because isn't that the opposite of what art is? Art is the expression of yourself. You're taking what's inside you and pouring it out onto the page. And it seems like if what we're seeing in the online world, which seems to be in general on social media, everyone has to do the same thing, and you're seeing it everywhere. Why are we so focused on aesthetics and making everything beautiful? I mean, do you know how long it takes to do YouTube videos? It takes so long to do a video. I don't even care about my hair anymore. This is it. This is the do. And I'm pressing record and just doing my videos and creating my art and being myself because I can't stand browsing online and only seeing things that are perfect, and everything's perfect, and that's just weird because we know that life isn't perfect at all. And what are we teaching the younger people? That everything's perfect. So if you're feeling something inside like imperfection and you want to create art, even your art's bad because your art's not perfect. So when we are online, it's a myth. It is a myth. What we are seeing is a myth. We are not seeing the hours of struggle, the self-doubt, the cringe-worthy pages, half-finished pages and terrible art, which actually is the meaningful art. That terrible art is the meaningful art. Every bad mark teaches you a lesson. And if you follow my channel, if you watch my videos, then you know my sketchbooks are a bit of a mess. And sometimes I finish pages and sometimes I don't. I have pages where I tried a new art supply and I'm like, no, I don't like that at all. Turn the page, try something new. Nope. Especially lately when I'm doing videos, I don't even care anymore. You're going to see all the things. The good, the bad, the mostly ugly art. Obviously, we want to make art that we like, okay? But whose eyes are you looking through when you're looking at your art? Are you looking through your own eyes, or are you looking at the eyes of what other people will think? Okay? That's so important when creating your art. And leaving judgment at the door, of all the things that every drawing you do is one step closer to your authentic self. It's great when people like your art, isn't it? It's wonderful. It's super supportive and it feels wonderful to be supported. But you are always going to have the critics that are online. There's some comments I get that I can't share just because of the language used in the comments. It's weird when you're just sharing your joy of art and people are so upset by it. So upset by the fact that your art is not perfect. I don't want my sketchbook to be another thing that I have to be good at. And I don't want to sit down to relax and draw and then think, okay, but is this page going to be nice? Is it going to look good? Ultimately, who cares? Because it's a book and I'm drawing in it, and some pages are going to be good and some pages are going to be really bad. And I actually like looking back at all my art, the good and the bad. Some of them are not so great at all, but I just turn the page and move on. So when you look through an old sketchbook and you see something that you struggled with, and then you look at what you're doing now, you can actually see that you're improving and that you're getting better, even though ultimately that's not the goal. The goal is to discover what's within you and let it out on the page. And if every page had to be perfect, then I don't think I would draw as much as I do. I'd be afraid of starting anything, and I don't want to make art like that. I want to make art that makes me feel happy. I want to try the weird colors. I want to draw something that I have no idea how to draw it. And I love that you guys are all drawing along with me. I want to scribble all over the paper and play with colors and make something ugly and then turn the page. And it's not a big deal because ultimately it's just paper. That's it. So if you've been looking at everybody else's beautiful sketchbooks or their aesthetic social media and yours doesn't look like that, well, good, because mess it up, make some ugly art. And if it's really bad, then welcome to the club, because I've got plenty of it in my sketchbook too. And I want to thank you so much for joining me on this art journey. And I can't wait to share even more videos of my art process, whether it's perfect or imperfect, but I think I prefer the imperfect. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful day and happy creating.